Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel, The Radiance in You. I was not able to post yesterday, but today we are here on day 17 for our 30-day daily activation of new love and new wealth. So the energies right now definitely have a lot of endings happening. So that is at the energetic level, a lot of emotional, lot of energetic, lot of mental patterns coming to an end. There is a channeled part to today's session, which is not from the oracle. I'm going to also use the oracles a little more intuitively, but I wanted to, for the collective who's watching today, first of all, thank you and welcome to this space, and if you're returning, welcome back. I wanted to bring these messages today of allowing deep emotions, sensations, feelings or expressions that you are experiencing at this moment to pass through you. So when cycles that are just not the 9-year cycle, but probably longer, sometimes for some of you, it may be your entire life. It may be from memories of other lifetimes coming onto the surface right now. And they are not coming into the surface for you to carry, but to basically finish these cycles here so that the new Akashic records can be open for you and you can write your new stories. So in those endings, there will be deep feelings of grief, maybe the loss, the emotional loss, the grief, sadness, and probably a mixture of anger, rage, resentment, the sadness of unfinished projects, but creating a detachment from what is passing through you to not suppressing but witnessing what is passing through you, honoring them, those feelings, those memories, or maybe even people, situations attached to those as they were in your life, and then detaching enough to watch them pass through you, because you are in this in-between liminal void right now where the past has ended and the new hasn't yet fully established itself in your life. And so the in between sometimes is difficult because you are not fully in one set of vibrations. So you're letting go and you're welcoming. So you're holding too much right now within you in this container. So this space is intended to help you feel not alone, to help you feel hope, to remind you that you are loved and surrounded in protection by your divine team. And that is the primemost energy right now. And it is important to take out time, especially on days and moments when you feel you can't continue anymore, you don't want to do something anymore, you can't hold on to hope anymore. That's when we need to show up for each other and find containers like this in the presence of non-judgmental, loving guides, facilitators, or space holders. Find those people in your personal life, personal journeys, and thank you for finding this collective space. I intend to activate that kind of healing space for anybody who has been on these journeys and tuning in right now to allow the past to go through, to allow the past to get over. And healing is basically not as much as about cutting something away. Healing is integrating, remembering, allowing, and then going through that, you just emerge into a new vibration. And that vibration has integrated and accommodated all that it was in your life. So welcome. I wanted to get the intuitive message out first. Welcome to day 17. Let's see what portal space, opening invite in today. We thank the universe, the loving beings, the unconditional loving spiritual team here of the collective, of me, my own spiritual team guiding me to hold space here. And we are going to invite in our first opening space right now. And I'm going to shuffle the cards first. Star Gathering, soul aligned, remembering the soul origins and soul family. So that's beautiful. Just give me a second here. I just realized I didn't get my glasses. Yeah, sorry. Stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. So star gathering and the soul family coming together as you go through this major transition, probably even the last step in some major shift that you are going through by closing one book and opening another new book, not even a chapter within the same book. So your soul family is definitely close to you right now as you do this. And we have Star Gathering as the base of the deck here. I wanted to see for the collective, what is the most prominent energy you are embodying right now? What will help you to know what is passing through you at this moment? Okay. Too many cards. Mental conflict. Let me turn this card as well. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. Your safe, potent connection. Okay, so that's definitely the same energy as the base of the deck. Your angelic team is here. Angels are here. Your safe, potent connection. The energy you are embodying right now is mental conflict. Well, I mean, that was the channel message anyway for the collective. It may not just be mental conflict in terms of just thought patterns. It could be other somatic sensations, grief, rage, wherever it is stored in your body. If you are doing these body-based exercises right now to identify and heal and cleanse the energy and the density, you will know where in your body is the highest level of density that you experience, where in your body you experience that you need healing, the stored trauma, the stored memories. Is it anger? Is it the heaviness in your shoulders or neck or back? Or when you have natural movement, you do conscious movement or dance practices, you'll realize, is your propensity more forward moving, or is it to lean with your weight towards your back? I don't want to confuse the collective because I cannot talk about individual situations in a collective reading, but you will know in your individual journey through your different practices, somatic practices, you will know where you have been clearing, where you have identified as your body, parts that is holding and storing the trauma. So you have been releasing those, right? So those are coming up to the surface as well, and not only mental conflict, but the one mental conflict definitely talks about a lot of thoughts, maybe nostalgia, maybe defeating thoughts that are coming, and they are on their way out. You should know that even if it is something you're embodying, it is not like you're going back to those times. It is not like you have to repeat the cycles again. They are coming up right now. The energies are coming up for the last release. So you have been through these journeys. So if this energy has come today for us, it is to say that those patterns have told you where you have defeated yourself, where others have defeated you, where life has it seemed like life was defeating you, and you are recollecting and analyzing those thoughts. And so it may feel like a overcrowding of thoughts and patterns and other sensations, whether it's grief or sadness or the despair of leaving something behind which you thought was not fully closed, but no, it is fully closed now, because our opening portal is the angelic portal energies is that you are safe and they are surrounding you right now. I just feel like drawing 2 more cards to just give a little more clarification on the energy that we are embodying right now, the collective is embodying right now. That will help us to know more about this mental conflict situation. Okay, so I'm gonna draw cards. Okay, memories of love. It came upside down. Let me just keep it upside down. Number 6, memories of love, and that also is part of the nostalgia. As I was talking, like, you may have deep moments of nostalgia right now, and that may have caused mental conflict in your life. Relationships, the breaking of relationships, the loss, emotional loss of a passing of a loved one, or breaking of a relationship that you held close for a long time or you thought was restorable. It could be with a family member, it could be with a loved partner in your marriage, with your children, with a deep personal friendship with someone. So memories of love coming in the reverse is talking about a lot of nostalgic moment, and that may also be creating mental conflict. So these are the energies that you are embodying. So allow these. So if this is a confirmation for you that this is happening for you, allow these memories to pass through you. You don't have to act on them. Okay, I'm going to take this card. Rest and rejuvenate. Okay, they're very aligned. The embodying. Okay, so those are the 3 cards. Wanted to have balance, number 11. So that is a call for creating more balance to bring in the new, to let go and finish the cycles completely so that your new does not have foundations of the old. So this is what has come, mental conflict, memories of love in the reverse, and rest and rejuvenate. So the memories of love may or may not be pleasant, the sort of nostalgia that may be creating mental conflict for you. And this is not even like human separation, which is causing mental conflict. It also may be unresolved pain or regrets if a loved one had passed, not in the physical realm anymore. So the mental conflicts could be related with regrets, with maybe family patterns, maybe behaviors within you or within them, or in the relationship that did not always convey love to you. So those memories may be creating mental conflict as well. So this is a culmination point of bringing everything to let them fold, unfold, and reveal the end for you in balance. So if there is no resolution, there is an acceptance of as is. And in that acceptance of as is, the mental conflict finds peace. So you probably are embodying that energy, or maybe there is a reminder or message for you today listening to this, that is the message, that when memories of love are arising, if some of them have been unresolved related to conflict, you are guided to bring them into balance, into acceptance if there is no resolution. If it is a living relationship, or there is a hope of reconnection, reconnecting with family differently, with a love partner or romantic partner differently, then maybe avail that chance to go and open this in a new way, so that what is causing conflict through those memories can find new ways to be. Or if this is even a living relationship, but there is no chance of this to be open again, then finding acceptance of that conflict, of those memories in love, which is less than love, so that now you can find different ways to love yourself, forgive yourself, love them, forgive them, and let it be, and move forward. and there is a guidance, and there is an energy. Either please apply as it resonates into your personal situation. Rest and rejuvenate. Your bodies are exhausted, your mind is exhausted. Of course, we also see mental conflict. So if whatever is arising, allow space for all that, and that needs rest and rejuvenation. I love this image of the forest here, the woods, and meditating figure there sitting on the ground. So if you're not having a lot of nature time, also because of the climate or because of the season you are in, wherever you are, so find your own unique way to get in touch with nature, get in touch where you feel closest to elemental earth's elements, and find rest and rejuvenation of all kinds: mental rest, physical rest, emotional rest, and energetic rest. Unplug from mass consciousness. If you're watching too much of news or connected on social media to a lot of networks or people, or keeping yourself busy where your mind is not able to rest, or it doesn't have enough time to process and integrate all these higher upgrades, bringing the new love and new wealth for you, then there is a call to allow mental conflict to settle down into acceptance and balance. Find how best you rest and rejuvenate your energy. Not and you may need all kinds of rest, and some of you may have personality types, especially with the mental conflict card as an embodiment energy, that some of you may be having personality types where resting is a challenge. Most people have challenges to initiate new ideas or get going or get out of a stage of inertia or stagnancy. Then there are the other ones who have a problem or challenge in resting and unhooking or stopping enough to actually let everything integrate, find their pause moments to see what matters, and they're always initiating something new, doing something or the other, and that also comes from wounds, like where you cannot rest, you are hyperactive, you're hyper vigilant, or you associate being busy with being productive and being useful in life. All those inner child trauma, your family lineage patterns that have led you to live a life where mental conflict may be a way of functioning, where you can't really relax into your bodies. If that is an energy that you do embody, then you are guided now to rest and rejuvenate and allow love to surround you. You're protected by your angelic team. Remember that. I'm going to bring in messages of love, and I intend for this deck to always bring in new love. That means new frequencies, new vibrations of love, whether it comes to you through a soul tribe that you're inviting in, through work, through community, through family, through love partner, whatever you are trying to manifest in your life, and through the new vibration, I connect to that energy, and I invite new love in. Let's see what message comes in today that holds us in our highest timeline of love and the new frequencies and the new vibrations. Okay, pre-shuffle. Let's draw one card. Knowing without knowing. Okay, contemplation. Okay, that could be with the contemplation and knowing without knowing. Though this actually means heart-based energy, but I do see that you may be extending, and also I read the cards intuitively and not with the always exact meaning of the words. So I do see that even in the space of love, inviting new love, there may be a little more weight that you're giving to thoughts than feelings. So that could be one way that the mental conflict is coming up, because there is a knowing without knowing and a contemplation there at the base energy. But this energy actually guides us to go from our head to our heart, so where you know without knowing. So there is no logic, structure, or rational knowing that is going to guide you at this point. It is your heart knowing, it is your emotional intelligence, it's your intuitive intelligence, it's your instinct, it's it's more ancient, it's your connectedness to the universal source, to the original source of love, where you always feel connected, and thereby with that knowing you probably do connect to others who are in your circle of love, or this may be a significant romantic love relationship, what you know without knowing. Or if you're seeking to extend yourself into new soul tribes, a new soul community, so it's around you, they're coming in whatever form, either a new soul-based business or a new work community, or you have taken up a class, or you are trying to start a new soul-based whatever, extending your services, you're bringing them in. So without knowing, without the rational part of it, without the thinking mind, that love is around, it is there for you. And that's why we are guided to know without knowing. So if things are hazy, things are soft, things are just a little dreamy, allow all of that. Don't make all of your feelings. And I think one of the channel messages that I received in the meditation before opening the reading is also to allow what is passing through. So as your more emotional moments from the cycles that are trying to get out of your life are bringing emotions to the surface, there will also be emotions that are coming in now which are hazy, which are soft, which are vague, which are like you don't quite know it because you are in this liminal space. So don't try to know things before it is the right time. You don't have to force your knowing, you don't have to know all the details, you just have to allow love in softness to come into your life. And that not forcing is basically your intuitive knowing, right? It's allowing the heart to become soft. So if you have been someone, and many on this journey that you have been, soul journey, would have become hardened because of the kind of life situations that you faced, in love, in financial well-being. Maybe you never had the greatest friends or the best family members with your in well-being in their focus. So your hearts may have hardened, so you may have developed the habit of knowing everything, because that knowing, the rational knowing and thinking it through assured your safety. But now you're guided to rest and rejuvenate, and memories of love, if they're surfacing from nostalgic past moments, just allow love to be. If they're not supposed to stay with you, they'll just pass through you, and the new is coming, and the new is around you. You know it without knowing. I love all the yellow sunny energy around it. And so just allow the love. You're protected by angelic frequencies, and let those angelic frequencies activate your heart energy to bring in the new, and allow what is passing through to pass gently, without engaging and making stories out of it, or grief, rage, resentment, unforgiveness to stay any longer than they need to in your body, in your thoughts, in your energy. So this deck, I intend to draw cards to know any higher spiritual message that we need to know at this point, or specifically today. Okay, so this card fell out to help us ground our new. So this card flipped over. I feel like drawing one more because I was beginning to shuffle. So we'll have one more message. Okay. Two cards flipped over. This and this fell on the ground. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing time. Air Guardian, shift your perception. And Seer, see beyond your current situation. Okay. So this I drew as an intention of anything in the physical wealth, in the space of physical wealth. So there is a message, definite message of needing to rest, needing to see beyond current situations, or if you have limited way or a recurring way of looking at things, your mental pattern is just one way and you're getting exhausted with it. Shift your perception and see beyond the current situation. Seer. And Spirit Fox, and Fox is known for its cleverness, its adaptability that it can always provide. It can live in, modern city dwellings and in the little wooded areas around those, and it can still provide for itself and its family. So the fox is a symbol of the cleverness that we have, the astuteness of trusting in its own strength and talents to provide for itself. So there is a call for trust your talents in changing times. If you have been going through difficult times, which is related to your finances, to your job, to your business, maybe to your living space, you have been challenged for a long time. And we do have such situations around the world right now going on. So if you have been going through situations like this, and that may be the reason of mental conflict as well, and then the love, memories of love coming in reverse, there can be another storyline that because of all this mental consumption of your stress, of your thought process, of finding some limitations or being met with limitations where your willpower is not bringing the results, the efforts you have been putting in, it's not bringing in the results you want or you have been aiming for, is causing you mental conflict, and thereby maybe your focus has gone away from love and you're only feeling love through distant memories of the past. So you're guided to know without knowing that it is around, your new is coming. You may know rationally or not, but you can sense your way into it. And when you rest and rejuvenate your mind, there is a call for you to also see beyond the current situation, whether you're challenged in love and financial situations or material wealth, or maybe in only one of those areas. See beyond the current situation. There is a call to know without knowing. Go into your instinct, go into your softness, and rest. When you feel it is too much, just withdraw, pull your energy inwards and be in your own energy, unplugging from what is going around you, so that you can come back with renewed energy, renewed frequency to bring in what is yours. And trust in your talents, trust in your skills, trust in your loving heart to draw in what is yours. Whatever is yours will never pass you by. And that belief is a very, very strong belief that gets shaken. We are all humans. We have been through those situations, I included. So when we are in those situations, sometimes it is difficult to find faith. Sometimes it is difficult to hold on. Sometimes it is difficult to shift the perception, see beyond the current situation. It is difficult to find our worth. And the very reason why life takes us through those paths, life brings those situations to us, is basically to push us, which we will not do unless we have limitations, to see what else can we think of, where else can we look for our inner strength, how much deeper can we go into our faith developing muscles, how much we can connect with the divine source which never extinguishes, which is beyond the flickering reality around us. So those situations come to remind us of that inner strength, and spaces like this are containers to help you tap into this daily practice of connection to that greater source than yourself, connection with the divine, to know that there is a higher truth which is always at play, which is beyond the immediacy of what we see and feel either defeated or exhausted with. So shift your perception, trust in your talents, allow what is happening to pass through you, rest and rejuvenate, and trust in your heart that knows without knowing, without seeing proof. Your angelic team is here, and whatever you are crossing through now is the last push. We are finishing and completing cycles, and this is almost like the archer, who pulls the arrow backward before releasing it. And when the arrow is pulled backward before it is released, there is high tension, right? The higher the tension of pulling it backwards, the more distance it will cover when it is released. But when it is pulled backward, the arrow in that position, which seems like the collective the viewer is in when you are in that liminal space, you do not exactly know how far you're going to go or what speed you're going to gather when you go into you're right now just being pulled backwards with a lot of tension, because the divine is going to catapult you into the future, into your divine destiny with that much force, that much support, that much protection. And that path which is built for you is never going to be withheld for you. So no matter what you are experiencing right now, allow it to pass through you. Experience the love. Remember, you are always loved and you are never alone. So if you are experiencing something tough, I'm sending you warm hugs and a lot of love and blessings and a lot of divine light that I hope for this session to activate in your hearts, in your bodies, in your energetic spaces. And may the new come to you in divine timing, in your individual highest timeline as it is destined for you. So that is today's reading, and thank you for joining me here in this space. And I hope you have found some hope, some resonance, some faith, and some courage to continue being hopeful on your path. If you need any more guidance than that into your personal situation, you are welcome to book a personal session. We will see you next time. And if these messages have been resonating with you, please, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and like, share, and comment. And that way my channel can grow more and reach more people who are on this journeys of finding themselves, of finding new love and new wealth. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.